My wife was emotionally abusive for years. Then I woke up one day. After many lonely years, I feel lost and unhappy, and she started noticing. Maybe she felt she was losing control over me. Before this, for many years, I was under her thumb emotionally. Whenever we'd have a fight, I would spend hours trying to get her to come out of the room. If she wanted something expensive, I would work my butt off so I could buy it for her. I remember I bought her a birthday cake, and when she got home, she just threw it in the trash. I would endure many other forms of emotional abuse for years, including her doing something nice for my birthday and using it against me later. For the first time in years, I came home from work in a great mood. We hadn't been fighting in weeks, so when I finally stopped dreading the next fight, as she usually did, she started another one. Instead of following her to the room, I just sat down on the couch after grabbing a Pepsi out of the fridge. For once, I didn't follow her, apologize to her, or beg her to not lock herself in the room again. She noticed, for the first time, I didn't follow her as expected, and she came back yelling and crying about how I didn't love her, something she did when she felt she was losing her grip on me. I remember how I felt just then. It felt like all those 80 weeks I worked over the years, exhaustion hit me all at once. I was so very tired, not physically, but emotionally, and at the same time, I never felt the level of relief I felt in that moment ever again. A short time after, I moved out and realized life's much more enjoyable when you're not working all week every week. And I owe it all to her, because if she didn't guilt-trip me so much into working to buy things for her, I wouldn't have had the money I needed to move a whole state away from her. I wasted many years on her hope she would eventually love me, change. For life to be like how I imagined, no fighting, just happiness, and I don't have to sit in my car down the street from my own house crying because I felt like I wasn't a good partner. Why down the street? I learned being vulnerable with her is one of the dumbest things I could have done. Was I wrong? Am I the a-hole for being disrespectful and telling my parents good luck with that when they tried to ground me? I live at home while going to university. I'm in my final year and I have a job lined up after I graduate. My parents have been charging me rent since I was 16. I have a small company that makes me about $60,000 a year. I started it in high school. It is one of the reasons I graduated early from high school and why I got attention from recruiters. My parents said that since I was earning adult money, I could take in adult responsibilities. I thought that was fair. So I paid for all my own stuff starting at age 16. Not university. I got a scholarship. And the rent they charged me was minor. $300 a month. But I basically considered my room to be completely mine after that. I kept it tidy because I like it that way. But they had no say in when I cleaned it. When I did my laundry, other than to not do it at a time when I would disturb the family, for example 3 a.m. I bought food for myself and I ate when I wanted. They tried to say I was separating myself from the family, but I saw it more as having my own schedule. This year for spring break I went down to Mexico with friends. My parents were upset because they were hosting a big Easter family get-together. When I got back they said I was behaving badly by not being around for a family gathering. I said it was my last spring break in university and that I was not responsible for their schedule. They said I was grounded and I laughed and said good luck with that. I went to my room and locked the door. They tried banging on it for my attention, but I'm done. My grandfather came over to talk to me later. He is the one who helped me get my company started and he is always there for me. He said that I was rude to my parents when they were trying to be there for me. I asked him how much rent he charged my mom when she lived at home. He said it was ridiculous to think he would charge his kids rent. I told him that I had been paying rent for 4 years. He went into the house and I heard a fight. When he came out he said that I need to treat my parents with more respect, but that since they are my landlords they do not have a say over how I spend my time. I'm avoiding my parents for now and I'm renting on Airbnb right now until I graduate. I took everything that was important to me and I left $600 for the last 2 months I had planned on being there. They keep calling me but I'm currently getting ready to move for my new job. I don't have the energy to deal with them.